Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the FA Cup predictions. It's round 4 this weekend. Now we had some interesting scores in the last round of the FA Cup. Crawley got through against Derby. There was a few upsets. Blackpool knocked out West Brom. So do you think there'll be some shocks in the fourth round, James?
Nah, I don't think so. It's getting to that stage of the competition where you have your fun in the third round, and the fourth round, that's it, wipe them out now, get on with it. Do you know what I mean? This is where the big boys start to take over.
Well, we'll see what happens. Let's get straight into the predictions then, starting with Friday night's game. Chorley, the last non-league team left, host Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, obviously, Chorley, congratulations on getting this far. The last non-league team, they beat Derby, although it was their kids in the last round. And they go up against Wolves, who I think could probably benefit from going on an FA Cup run this year. They're doing average in the Premier League, so it's a nice distraction. So I'm going to back Wolves to win this. Obviously, they will be the favourites. I'm going to say Chorley 0, Wolves 2. But it'd be great to see Chorley get a result.
I mean, yeah, it would. Anyone would agree. It would be mad to see Chorley do Wolves in, but I just think Wolves, they're not doing very well in the league. I think they're 14th or 15th or something, way off where they should be or where they want to be. And I would say this one they're going to turn up and spank on 4-0.
4-0?
4-0. I just can't. No, 4-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next game is an all-Premier League tie, Southampton versus Arsenal. Now, Arsenal obviously have a great history in the FA Cup. They always win this competition. But Southampton, it won't be an easy game against them. Southampton knocked out Shrewsbury in midweek. It's an all-Premier League tie. I think it'll be a good game. I'm just leaning towards Arsenal. They're in good form. Southampton 1, Arsenal 2.
Is Danny Ings back? Do you know?
I'm not sure. It's
an interesting game because obviously both teams at the minute looking alright in the Premier League. Arsenal obviously turning their season around. It's a tough one to predict. I mean, I'm probably going to go for a 1-0 Arsenal, but it's a tight one. That could go always, mate. That's a difficult one.
Yeah, I agree. That is an interesting game. The next one is AFC Bournemouth against Crawley Town. Now Crawley knocked out Leeds. That was a big shot. That was. And they go up against Bournemouth, who in the Championship have actually slipped up. They've lost their last 2 games 1-0. Is it too much for Crawley? I reckon it probably is. I'm leaning towards Bournemouth, but Crawley to give them a good game. Let's say Bournemouth 2, Crawley 1.
I'm going to say 4-0 again to Bournemouth. Yeah, I just think these teams have got something to prove because, like you said, Bournemouth, they've slipped up the last couple of games, losing to Derby 1-0, and obviously Derby have had a resurgence, but Bournemouth want to be doing better than that. And I think in this, they're not gonna stand for it. There's too much money on the line for them. Do you know what I mean? So I think they're just gonna wallop them 4-0.
Okay. The next game then is Sheffield United versus Plymouth Argyle. Now this sees a Premier League team go up against a League One team, but it could be interesting. Sheffield United are bottom of the Premier League, and obviously their form isn't great. In the last round they knocked out a League One team, Bristol Rovers, but it was a good game. It was 3-2. So I reckon Plymouth will give them a good game. I'm going to say Sheffield United will edge it 1-0.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Sheffield United because they just look naff, don't they? But I think this might be a competition where they look to do something and just write the league off. Well, they're on 2 points.
I was thinking that. I think Sheffield United are cut off, so they might as well just go for the cup now.
Yeah, why not? Go and do something with your season because the Premier League ain't it, is it?
No.
Shocking.
Okay. The next game is West Ham versus Doncaster Rovers. Now, obviously, Doncaster Rovers are from League One. Can they go to the London Stadium and get a result? West Ham are in really good form in the Premier League, really good form. I think they're into the top 7 or something, so that's really impressive. But here comes a shock.
Wow.
West Ham 0, Doncaster 1.
Why?
I just fancy a shock.
You're controversial for a change. What's going on?
Just fancy a shock?
No, 4-0.
Again. Again.
Yeah, like I said, this is the start of the cup where the teams turn it on. Doncaster aren't beating West Ham. West Ham are right now way too good to even get tickled by Doncaster. They're just going to absolutely slap them up, mate.
Okay, the next game is Cheltenham Town versus Manchester City. This is a great game. This is League 2 versus a top Premier League team. I love this. This is the FA Cup down to a T. And do you know what? Cheltenham Town, they're not a bad League 2 team. I'm going to say they'll get a goal. They'll give Man City a good game, but 3-1 to Man City.
Yeah. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because Man City of late don't concede goals. They really don't like to concede
until they meet Cheltenham.
Yeah, where they pile them in. No, it's a difficult one again, but I've got to slide with Man City. I'm gonna give Cheltenham a goal, so I'm gonna go 3-1 Man City.
Same as me then. Okay. The next game is Chelsea versus Luton Town. Now Luton Town, they're doing all right in the Championship. They're picking up a few decent results. That's keeping them around mid-table. And Chelsea, they're not in great form in the Premier League. Their last game was a defeat to Leicester in midweek, so they need to bounce back. Frank Lampard is in that kind of position where he needs to keep getting a few results just to keep them ticking over. And maybe the FA Cup could be a competition they look to win this season. I think it'll be a close game because Luton Town, they're not a team that are going to get rolled over here. But I'm going to say 2-0.
I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to give Luton a goal. They're a bit hit or miss, and they can provide some results, which is quite interesting. I think Chelsea again, they're not going to roll over for this. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-1.
Okay. The next game, I think this is a great game. This one, Brentford versus Leicester City. Now this is a team who are looking to get automatically promoted from the Championship, and a team who are actually in the title race. You know, you can't write Leicester City out of the title race in the Premier League this year. It's going to be a great game, I think. I think Brentford really need to get Ivan Toney in with the goals in this game. I'm going to say both teams to get a couple of goals. Well, Brentford to get 1. Brentford 1, Leicester 2.
Okay. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I rate Brentford. I like what they're about. And they lost 2-0 to Tottenham, was it? Was it the Carabao Cup, was it?
Semi-final, yeah. I
don't know, I think they're almost a Premier League team. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like a same level scenario. So I'm going to go controversial, I reckon. And I'm going to stick on a 2-1 Brentford win.
2-1 Brentford, there you go. You're going for an upset there. Okay, the next game is the big one. It's Manchester United versus Liverpool. Now these two played in the Premier League last weekend and it was pretty boring, wasn't it?
Dull.
But I think the fact that it's a cup game will make it a more open affair. You know, they're not going to be playing their first teams. I think there'll be a few squad rotation players coming in for both teams. And it's quite hard to predict because you don't know how serious each manager's going to take this. I think Jurgen Klopp will probably put out a weaker team than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so I'm leaning towards United winning this 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's made more interesting by a team's got to win. Do you know what I mean? Like, where in the league they can settle for draws, this is different. So I think that's got an added edge to it. I'm gonna say 2-1 Man United. I don't think Klopp's going to prioritise this. I think he wants the league, and that's it, league and Champions League. So yeah, Man U 2-1.
Okay, the next game is Everton versus Sheffield Wednesday. Not an impossible chance of an upset in this one. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday, they've put a few decent results together in the Championship, but I think Everton are a good name for maybe winning the FA Cup this year. You know, it's the kind of competition a club like Everton or Wolves or Tottenham could win. And I'm leaning towards an Everton win, but a close game, 1-0 Everton. I'm
going to go 2-0. But I think that is closer than what it looks like, because Sheffield Wednesday, I've got a bit of a steely resolve about them. But it depends what team turns up, I suppose. I can't see Carlo Ancelotti getting rolled by Sheffield Wednesday, can you? Well, so yeah, did I say 2-0? 2-0, yeah.
Okay. And then the next one is Wycombe Wanderers versus Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Tottenham beat Marine in the last round, and they've got another away draw here. But Wycombe, it's obviously a lot tougher than going to Marine because Wycombe Wanderers will give them a good game. Now, these two actually played each other in the FA Cup about 3 or 4 years ago, and it ended Tottenham 4, Wycombe 3, believe it or not. That's a pretty mad scoreline. I'm going to say Tottenham will win 2-0. I'm
going to go exactly the same. Mourinho to absolutely brick wall it. They're going to take one, they'll be like, yeah, that's it, we're done. And then they might sneak another one. But yeah, Mourinho is going to do a job on Wycombe. So, yeah. That's me 2-0.
Yeah. Okay, that wraps up the games we're going to be talking about. I'll leave the games we're not talking about there. So that's the rest of the FA Cup games going on over the weekend. There's quite a few different games there. And there's also a bit of Championship action, so we're going to be predicting them. You can see the Championship predictions there for the weekend's games. So make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.
Peace out.